Good afternoon and welcome back to the homestead. Today behind me we got the BCS, and today we're going to make a new implement for it to kind of help us out in the barn area from where all the goats are stored over the winter. I was wanting to make a rake for the front of the BCS to help clean out the barn, and I'm going to show you the parts that we're going to use today. So here's our BCS 853. I'm going to fabricate the implement to go on the front. The old Lincoln welder I'm going to try to get going here in a little bit. I'll show you how that thing runs. I'll show you the parts that I'm going to use today. Found these old antique pitchfork. These old pitchforks here. Got some angle iron that's bent already, and that's going to be the top section. Now I'm going to put that counterweight onto the front of the BCS to kind of compensate for the back of the engine there. So, the rooster's crowing. So with that all set, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up the metal here. Okay, so I'm in the process of drilling these out. These holes out where these pitchforks will go in. Got one already drilled out, so it'll sit in there pretty nicely. Go ahead and drill out this other one. And now I'll fire up the welder. We'll get show you what this thing's going to look like. I'm going to take the torch, I'm going to cut this bolt off so it's out of our way. And now I'm going to start the welder up behind me. I'll give you a close-up on that welder and show you how that thing starts. Go ahead and set the gas where it needs to go. yesterday afternoon the welder behind me here was giving us a fit, so I wasn't able to weld a lot of the implement that we was making. I'm going to show you what we got done so far. So I cut the holes in the section that I'm going to put on the BCS. Got both sides done there. I got the pitchforks welded into the angle iron. It's not the best welding job because I was having to fit with the welder, but I think I got that fixed up. I had to cut this channel here to kind of fit our needs here on this. So I have to tilt it back at an angle. Other side's welded there. So with the welder, I was fighting this gas leak here. So it looks like it's holding now, but I had a gas leak down here at this bowl right here. So I found a plumbing O-ring. Actually put in there to try to button that up. I'm gonna go over there and grab the BCS now. We'll get it over here and we'll get back to welding hopefully. I was just double checking the fitment here, so I'm gonna have to tilt this back at an angle and weld it onto there, and then we'll weld the top piece on there so we can put the pin in. There's the pin. There's the top piece. I'm going to go ahead and weld this up, and we'll stick it on there and make sure it looks like it's going to work, and we'll test it out here soon. I think it's going to be fine. We're just moving bedding material, so there shouldn't be no issue. Go ahead and clean this mess up, and we're going to try our new implement on the BCS.
So this thing scoops up the bedding for the goats, and I guess it helps the ground for it. That's all I know.
Okay. So I decided that I'm going to weld this bracket on here for the weight that comes with the BCS. So there's the bracket, and here's the weight. Weld that on there just to compensate for the engine in the back. This thing's, I don't know, 25 pounds or so. I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up, and we'll get it welded on there. I just welded the bracket on there just to hang this weight so we can kind of counterweight the engine on the back of the BCS. So it's just going to hang on there like that. Then I'm just going to take that wire and wrap it around the top here somehow and just kind of secure it. That should help out. And let's head over there by the barn. We'll try it out. Overall, I'm happy with the way the pitchfork attachment worked out. This manure and bedding material has been back here for a long time, and so it's pretty compact. And you can see in the video I was kind of struggling in the beginning, but once it kind of gets loosened up, it works it out pretty good. The way I was getting it off the front of it is I was applying a lot of pressure, pushing up, and it would take the bottom of the forks and it would just scrape the ground, just scrape it right off. So I was kind of concerned about that on the first load that I took over there. I think this counterweight right here really helped out a whole lot with the weight distribution. It's still a little heavy in the back, but that engine's relatively pretty heavy. But overall, I think this is going to help out in the barn the most, in the stall areas with the goats. It's just, over winter they really get that compacted in there, and you go in there by hand and try to move that. It's very difficult. So I was hoping this would get up underneath there and loosen it up. One feature on the BCS that really helps out a whole lot is the locking differential. I didn't use it on this pile here, but I'd say in tougher scenarios, I can lock the differential in and both wheels will turn at the same time and apply a lot more force into what I'm going into. But yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with this. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.